If you've tried sound therapy and it didn't work for you, I can almost guarantee you made one of these three mistakes. And the second one, I made it myself for years before I figured out what I was doing wrong. Hello friends, I'm Dr. Maria Morrison. I'm an audiologist and tinnitus specialist. I've spent 18 years helping people manage tinnitus, including my own. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what's sabotaging your sound therapy and the simple fix for each one. But first, you need to understand why sound therapy works in the first place, because once you get that, the mistakes become obvious. Your brain is constantly scanning for threats and important sounds. Tinnitus gets flagged as one of those important sounds, so your brain keeps checking in on it over and over, which is part of why it feels louder the more you focus on it. Sound therapy works by giving your brain something else to listen to, something neutral, something it can eventually learn to tune out, the same way it tunes out your ceiling fan or traffic outside your window. That's the goal, habituation, not to mask the tinnitus, to retrain your brain to stop flagging it as a threat. The first mistake, using sound therapy only when the tinnitus is bad. I get it. When it's quiet and you're not bothered by tinnitus, sound therapy feels unnecessary. But here's the problem. Your brain needs consistent, predictable exposure to do the retraining work. If you only turn on sound when you're already stressed about the ringing, you're teaching your brain to associate the sound with distress, not with calm. The fix? Use it consistently, even on the good days, especially on the good days. The second mistake, and this is one I learned the hard way, is picking sound that's not actually working for you, even if it seems like it should. When I first had tinnitus, I tried sleeping with the TV on. It seemed harmless, background noise, right? But I couldn't fall asleep. My brain kept tuning into the voices, the dialogue, the changes in the program, and that's the problem. Anything your brain has to actively listen to or follow along with, talking, music with lyrics, or a show, it pulls your attention instead of letting it fade into the background. What worked for me was switching to white noise or ocean sounds. Notice I didn't say it had to be one specific type. What matters is that the sound itself is calming to you and steady enough that your brain isn't working to follow it. So the fix is pick something you actually want to listen to and ask yourself, is my brain fading this into the background or is it tracking it? If you're still mentally following along, try something simpler. This isn't a one-size-fits-all. You need to experiment to find the type of sound or sounds that work well for you. If a pattern sound like ocean waves genuinely calms you, like it does me, and you're not finding yourself tracking it, it can still work. The most important thing is consistency and the right volume, which brings us to mistake number 3. The third mistake is setting the volume too high. It feels intuitive. If the tinnitus is loud, you want to drown it out completely, right? But total masking doesn't give your brain a chance to learn that tinnitus isn't dangerous. It just buries it. The fix? Set your sound at a level where you can still hear the tinnitus underneath it. You should hear your sound and the tinnitus mixing together. That's the level where real retraining happens. So how do you know if the sound is actually working for you? Well, here's a simple way to test it. Try one sound for 2 or 3 days and nights. While you're listening, ask yourself one question. Am I fading this out or am I still tracking it? If you notice yourself following the rhythm, waiting for the next wave, or catch yourself listening to the words on a show, that's a sign your brain is engaging with it, not tuning it out. Switch to something flatter and try again. If a few minutes go by and you realize that you forgot the sound was even on, that's exactly what you want. That's your brain doing the work of habituation. Don't expect to find the right sound on the first day. Most of my patients land on the right combination of sounds and volume after testing 2 or 3 options over a week or so, not by guessing once and giving up. So to recap, use sound consistently, not just when you're struggling. Pay attention to whether your sound is fading into the background or pulling your focus. And if it's pulling your focus, try something flatter and steadier. And keep the volume at a partial masking, not fully covering it up. If you want a simple place to start, I put together a free guide that walks you through exactly how to set this up. Link is in the description and the pinned comments. And if you're ready to go deeper and actually retrain your brain's response to tinnitus long term, that's exactly what I built Rewire for. Links for that is below as well. I'll see you in the next video, friends.